Jaguar Health is a company that we have reviewed on this channel multiple times. It seems like every single day they are putting out good news, they are putting out press related to some of the moves that they are making, and it really does seem like this company is starting to catch its stride and really figure out the pathway that it's going to go in order to reach the goals that it has set for itself for 2021. Well, this morning we did, I would say about 10 to 15 minutes ago, we did get some new news about Jaguar Health. We actually got two different articles and two different pieces of news to go over, so I'm not going to take up too much of your time. We're going to go ahead, we're going to get straight into it. If you are excited about today's video and if you do find it valuable or entertaining, you can let me know by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel if you are new. If you have any comments, suggestions, feedback, anything like that, you can leave them all down in the comment section below. I read every single comment that you guys leave, and I do take them all to heart, as you guys are my main support base and y'all are really the reason that I do this entire thing. With that being said, let's go ahead, let's jump straight into this article. We have two to go over, so we will make it fast. So the first one that we have here says that Jaguar Health announces $15 million registered direct offering priced above the market under Nasdaq rules. Now, it says today that Jaguar announced it has entered into a securities purchase agreement with two institutional investors, including a high net worth family office, for the purchase and sale of 4.4 million shares of common stock at a purchase price of $3.38 per share for gross proceeds of approximately $15 million. This is all in a registered direct offering priced above the market under Nasdaq rules. Landenberg Thalmann & Co. Inc. is acting as exclusive placement agent in connection with the offering. Now, this offering is supposed to take place on January 15th, 2021, so in about 2 days here, with the satisfaction of or waiver of customary closing condition. Now, this is something that we have seen very often with a whole bunch of different companies. We saw B&G did it recently. We're starting to see it with a few other companies. Like, this is a very common thing to see once penny stocks do start to, make a good bit of progress. We saw Jaguar Health start to make intense climbs. They're working their way all the way up to $3.50, and we all kind of had a feeling that an offering was coming very soon here, as it has been the trend over the last couple weeks. Well, with that being said, I am quite curious to see what exactly they are going to do with these funds. We do have another article coming forward that will possibly explain it a little bit, but I know they do have a whole bunch of different marks, and they have a whole bunch of different verification processes that they need to go through, especially with some of their newer drugs. And so I do believe that this could go very well in hand with getting out some of the products that they are working on and continuing to run management. Now, I don't believe that this is honestly going to be the worst thing for the company at all. I don't think that they have a ridiculous amount of shares out there that this is going to maybe possibly dilute or anything like that. I really do think that this could be a very beneficial, next step and a next step towards progress for this company. So I am quite looking forward to see where they go with this. Now, next up, we have that Jaguar Health enters a non-dilutive binding term sheet for $6 million sale of partial rights to possible tropical disease priority review voucher. So it says here that the company announced today that the company has entered a binding agreement for $6.0 million for the sale of partial rights to a possible tropical disease priority review voucher. Per the terms of the term sheet, Streetville Capital has a right to 18% of the sale of a TDPRV that Jaguar wholly owned subsidiary Napo Pharmaceuticals Inc. plans to pursue as incentive for the development of Napo's Leclamer drug product candidate for the indication of the symptomatic relief of diarrhea in cholera patients. They go on to say that we believe the funds generated by the proposed transaction described in the term sheet will fully fund clinical development of Leclamer for the cholera-related indication. Moving the second-generation anti-secretory agent into clinical development gives the company another shot on goal, and we believe that Leclamer, which has the same mechanism of action as crofelemer and is significantly less costly to produce, may support development efforts to receive a TDPRV and provide long-term pipeline management of the novel anti-secretory mechanism of action of both crofelemer and Leclamer. Proof of concept trial design was achieved with a study in cholera patients with crofelemer at the renowned International Center of Diarrheal Disease Research in Bangladesh. Now, this is also interesting right here. It says that per the terms of the term sheet, the note shall bear interest at prime per annum, and an interest shall be prepaid each 12 months at the beginning of the period. The note shall be due 48 months after its issue date, and while the note is outstanding, the investors shall be entitled to 18% of the gross proceeds from the sale of the TDPRV as their return bonus. Jaguar has the right to buy out the investor's 18% right by redeeming the note at a 12% premium after 6 months of entering into a final agreement, and before the release of data from a pivotal Lecklemer trial for the cholera-related indication. Once the note is paid in full, the return bonus will decrease to 1% in perpetuity. Now, if you aren't sure what priority review vouchers are, they are vouchers that are granted by the US FDA as an incentive to develop treatments for neglected diseases and rare diseases. The voucher entitles the bearer to regulatory review by the FDA in approximately 6 months rather than the standard 10 months. The FDA awarded a priority review voucher following approval of a treatment for a neglected disease, rare pediatric disease, or medical countermeasure. So this is very, very big for Jaguar Health, and I must say that I'm intrigued at the speed at which this company is working. It was only recently released that they were starting to possibly go towards this priority review voucher because they did believe that it was so much less costly, but it was the same function. That wasn't that long ago, and the fact that they've already come to terms and come to an agreement for this priority review voucher, and the fact that they've already found the investor who was going to help them out with that, it's honestly insane. I must say that this company works at amazing rates to get out what they're trying to get out. Now, whenever it does come to that price off, the direct offering, I'm expecting a bit of volatility coming up here. It was priced at about $3.30 or $3.38 roughly. That is what we closed at market close yesterday. So that does give me the feeling we may sit around $3.38, maybe going a little bit above or even a little bit below over the next couple of days. And we'll just have to see it. That's just my prediction, because simply whenever I've seen that some companies have had direct offerings, we'll see it start to get really, really volatile leading up to that, but afterwards it'll tend to smooth out a little bit. Let me know what your guys' thoughts on all this news. I did want to make sure I got it out to you guys as fast as I possibly can. If you guys do believe that this could do anything for the company going into the future, if it could be a good thing or a bad thing, if you think that this could negatively affect their stock price in the short and mid and long term, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. I'm very interested and curious to see what your thoughts are. Well, I hope you guys did enjoy today's little quick update on some news that we were getting from Jaguar Health, and I hope to see you all soon. Peace.